Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how we get our beds ready. So we still have a few things in the garden, but we're slowly taking things out. This bed's pretty much cleared. It had squash in it. I have a few cucumbers left on this vine, so I haven't pulled it out yet. And then you can see I have the soaker hose in here. So I'm going to first take the soaker hose out on the outside. And it's okay if there's leaves and dead plants and whatever little bits of things in here, like old squash stuff, because that'll decompose and just help feed the soil. So it doesn't need to look perfect. And now we're going to go over to our compost, and we're going to put them in the wheelbarrows and come over and add a layer of compost first. Okay. So here's our compost. You could go through the extra step of sifting this out, but I'm not really too concerned about it. This has been sitting here for a while, and you can see it's pretty good. So this is what we're loading up to go cover the bed with. This is what it looks like after we got a layer of compost on it. We got to finish raking it out. The boys do a really good job at that. And next, we're going to add a layer of grass clippings for mowing our grass on top of this. Okay, so just in one of our compost bins, we put our grass clippings, and so they can sit here a while and dry. They're easier to work with that way. And then that's why another important reason to not use any chemicals or stuff on your grass that you don't want in your garden. Just use like organic fertilizers and things. That way you can use this resource on your garden to help feed everything instead of just putting this in the trash every week. Okay, the next job is spreading out the grass on top of the compost. Okay, so now it's finished. I got the grass on top in a thin layer. My water stuff is out here, and we will let this sit for probably a week or so. It's not necessary to let it sit, but I'm just not going to get to planting this until next week. And then if you're planting seeds, you can just kind of make a little space in the grass and use the grass as mulch, and then plant your row of seeds, and then once the plants come up, you can push this back around. But if you're planting actual plant starts, then just dig straight down into this and then cover this up right next to the base of the plant, and it will be good. And this is the easy way to get your garden beds in the no-till method ready for planting. And I do this in between each. So when I take my summer stuff out, I do this, and when I take my winter stuff out, I'll do it again for summer.